Rape and sexual molestation of minors is becoming an everyday occurrence in Nigeria. Akwanga local government of Nasarawa state is one town that is gradually becoming notorious for this. TVC Correspondent Godwin Agwam visits the ancient city of Akwanga, where a 14-year-old girl was raped by a vigilante, and 2 children were forced into underage marriage due to unwanted pregnancy.
Sites of Akwanga, an ancient town in the old Plateau state and the present-day Nasarawa state. The town is becoming notorious for sexual abuse of the female gender, especially among minors. Gamon Center for Care and Development is a non-governmental organization resident in the town. The organization receives an average of 4 reported cases in a day.
Common because the statistic we have for the organization only, minus the ones that reported directly to the police station, the ones that are through this organization, from January to this time, we have about 22 in record, and 14 are minors. It is very common because daily you receive not less than 2, 3, 4 cases of rape. Forget about those ones that they are not even willing to mention it because they feel it is something that is not supposed to be mentioned in public.
We set out to Ube, a borderline community between Akwanga and Nasarawa local governments of the state. This 14-year-old girl resides in this community with her sexagenarian guardian, Mama Esther John. She was brought to this community at a tender age to serve as a caregiver and helpmate to Mama Esther due to her ill health. But she was raped in the community by a 19-year-old Vigilante officer, Joseph Sabo. Joseph Sabo alleged he was acting under the instructions of Mama Esther to punish the victim for stealing the sum of 150,000 naira. The Vigilante officer requested for sex in return for setting her free, but when the victim refused, he forcefully had carnal knowledge of her.
I was coming back and the boy told me that Mama said that they should arrest me, that she told them that I stole her money, which is 150,000. And I told him that I did not steal any money. And he told me that since I am saying I did not steal any money, that I should follow him to the office of the bank, that the police are waiting for me there. So I followed him so that he will not think as if I'm the one that carried the money. I followed him there. He locked me up there till around 3 in the night. He still went back again. When he went back, he now told me that if I want him to set me free, that he's going to sleep with me and set me free. And I told him that no, it's better he should just leave me there than to sleep with me. So he forced me, he tied my hand up and covered my mouth and raped me.
But the sexagenarian denied issuing such orders to the Vigilante officer.
2:30. I just said she will rush. Mama, Budakuba, what not me faru? In a jacket, Kitabi, Kinjaina. No, that she entered the house. She opened the other back door. Then she said, hey, Mama, Nitanaka, for them banga, I read dinner. I say me. How can I tell someone to go to tell someone to do you nonsense in your body?
Ajigana Jacob is the biological father of the victim. He is ready to take legal actions against the perpetrator.
When I went there, the police, they say we should go and test them to know how far about the health. And government, they will deal with the guy. They should deal with him. Maybe tomorrow he will leave this attitude. If I tell you people to leave him, maybe you will continue, maybe you will enter your own self tomorrow.
The Nigerian police have been fully briefed and have effected the arrest of the suspects.
So upon the receipt of the information, of the complaint rather, the Commissioner of Police directed the DPO, Nasarawa Division, to go after the suspect. Consequently, the suspect was arrested. Investigation has commenced, and the suspect has also been transferred to the gender section at State Criminal Investigation Department in Lafia for a more exhaustive investigation. The victim and the suspect have been taken to the hospital for medical examination. An investigation has since commenced. Upon conclusion, the suspect will be charged to court for prosecution.
The Sexual and Gender-Based Department of the Nasarawa State Government and its allies are not willing to let this pass under the water,
which was passed into law in 2020 and assented by the governor in 2021. Sexual violence punishment now is life imprisonment. And we have few cases that have gotten conviction, that have gotten judgment.
The rape saga in the town has taken a twist and is becoming rampant among minors. Gwangwala is a community in Akwanga local government where underage children have formed the habit of copulating. This 13-year-old girl is a junior secondary school student who was impregnated by a 14-year-old minor of the same grade. The pregnancy led them into a forced marriage consented to by both parents. This baby is a product of their actions.
Last year, October, on that day I traveled to Jos. So one of our uncle for this site, his son is getting married. So they were together. So there was those small boys that used to come to our house for watching movies here. So we don't know that his own coming here, he's having intention of doing something.
The boy used to come to our house, he used to bring church food. So the boy in the night used to call me. We'll go there. He asked me something, then I'll tell you. You tell me that, let me give you, I'll say no. Then you tell me that it's not to give them, I should go. Then I'll say, okay. Then we enter the building, then we do. After that, I will come back home. The time I prayed that I did not feel anything. It's on Monday, the time that I go to school, that I wake up in the morning, then I started vomiting.
As she went to the village, her parents called the parents of the boy that they should come. As they went, they sat down and discussed, and they told the parents of the boy that they cannot, the girl, her daughter cannot stay with them at home and give birth, because on their own culture that they know they tolerate that one.
The family of their underage father has deposited a token as part payment for the bride price of their new daughter-in-law.
The family said that they need or they want to see us in the village. We went to the village that is Gudugudu there. We went there, they said that okay, what is going to happen, and according to their tradition, before they can be able to release the girl to us, we need to pay some of the things, like according to their tradition. We have to pay 1 crate of mineral, 1 crate of malt, and 5,000, and this 1 crate of beer. We said that we don't have money yet, but we never come for the matter yet. We just came to see you people because we are offended you people. We just came to see people how it's going to be. They said that okay, anything we have, we should deposit before they can release the girl to us, because they cannot leave the girl like that to go like that. They said okay, we now have 5,000 that day. We deposit 5,000 with them, and we make agreement that if we can go, we give them 2 months. We come back to come and pay those things.
But civil society organizations and the state government authorities have rejected and dissolved the marriage. For them, the action contravenes the constitution of the country.
A lady just stopped me at the police station and said there is something that is bothering her. I said, okay, what is the issue? That there are 2 minors that got themselves pregnant and the family sat together and got them married. That they are presently living together as husband and wife. I now went further to inquire what are the age bracket. The male is 14 and the female is 13. I said that is wrong.
When you look at section 21, talks about betrothal. No person under the age of 18 is capable of contracting a valid marriage. So any marriage contracted with anyone below the age of 18 is void and voidable. Now, no parent or guardian shall betroth a child to any person. That is section 22 of the Child Rights Law. Now, in the case we are talking about, that is section 23. A person who marries a child, or to whom a child is betrothed to, or who promotes the marriage of a child, or who betroths a child, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 50,000 or imprisonment for a time of 1 year, or to both such fine and imprisonment.
The civil society organization and the state government, both parents, are presently working on modalities to ensure that the underage parents return to school within the shortest possible time. Godwin Agwam, TVC News, Akwanga.